And woohoo, we're live. Hey, everybody, look who I have. Some of you may not know, but this is
What?
Scott, and he's one
Someone
of the
don't
very
know?
first people I ever read with. He's one of the ones that got me confident in reading and getting my own channel started. So everybody, this is Scott Allen, Spiritual Essence. It's good to see you, Scott. It's been a
Hey,
while.
Heather, it's good to see you. Oh, we
He's my
text
he's
once in a
my big
while.
bro. Hmm?
We text once in a while, but
Yes, we do.
I've been so busy. Work's
Yes.
been crazy, but thank God Thanksgiving and Christmas is over. It has slowed down.
Yes, I'm glad the holidays are over. So is your shoulder, I bet.
It still aches once in a while.
Yeah.
I finally got my VA appointment for my physical the 23rd of January. They
Yeah.
forgot about me. Usually every year they'll just give me a
Yeah.
holler that they have openings ready to get you in for your annual, and they forgot about me. So I finally called. I just called and like, oh, we
Hmm.
forgot to get it, So they must have been busy. Or,
Unfortunately, that's how they treat a lot of vets. We have issues with trying to get vet assistance, in and around Buffalo. So usually, and our vets, our men and women, they really need to have people on top of their health care and stuff with everything that they.
The Madison one is pretty good. It
Yeah.
did. It only took like 3 weeks for me to get into the provider, so that wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. So
Madison
the
area, there
spring.
isn't many delays. It's pretty good.
And I'm asking about Scott's
Hey,
shoulders
Stephen.
because he loves softball.
Yeah,
And he
I think it's about over.
is it about over? It's been like a couple summers now, 2 summers in a row. I'm like, I thought you said, the shoulder. No, no, I'm going to do it. I'm okay. I'm okay. And then I talked to him the next day. Oh man, my shoulder's killing me.
Well, the right shoulder healed, but this year I popped my left shoulder.
Oh Jesus.
It's still aching
What
a
am I going
little.
to do with you, Sky?
Yeah, I thought it was done. I
Hmm.
thought for sure I blew out the rotator or something, but it's healed pretty good, but not completely.
Hmm. So, for people who may not know who you are, Scott, do you want to share a little bit about what it is that you do, what you enjoy reading on, and your Akashic Records, your connection to um, our Starseed family, whatever you want to share for all the new people. Most of
Yeah.
us already know who you are in chat, but I do have some new subscribers that pop in on Fridays that probably don't know who you are. So I'll just give you
Yeah.
the floor and share whatever. Unless you want to say hello to some people first, that might be
Well,
nice.
hello, people. No,
So,
my story's always been there in my book. I don't mind reading on anything. If the guys are cool with it, I'll read on
McLaughlin is
anything.
here. We have Fatima. Fatima, you disappeared. Chat is jumping, so we have Fatima here. Yes, Scott and I weren't quite sure, and I wasn't quite sure because I thought Allison was going to be joining us this evening, but her sweetheart is over for the evening. The weather is, ramping up in Michigan, and Scott said you had 12 inches.
We got
Um,
12 inches. It's bad. It's
so
more coming.
So we're supposed to. Miss Tarot D is here. So she's going to be watching a little back later. Odelia's here. Hey, Geek Hillbilly, it's been a while. Good to see you, buddy. Teresa
Hey,
is
Teresa.
here. Ginger Faye is here. Priscilla, and maybe even Heather. Hello, my dears. Hope all is well because I know the whole East Coast is getting slammed too. We're in this little pocket right now where it's not too bad, but I'm sure something's coming up. Hello, Lalima. Good to see you. Patricia. Ooh, the chat. Oh, 30 some people. Wow, I think this is the most I've had on a Friday night. Hershey is here, the shadow reader.
No, Toronto's hitting
And
it.
hello, Toronto. Yep, Lisa. It's pretty quiet. We just have rain right now. Oh my goodness, it is just jumping in here. I think I don't know if I said hello to whoops to Jeff. Jeff is here. Hello, Jeff. And wow, Pixie Dust, you're new to me. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Good to have you. Kristen Louise. Hello, my dear. Boy Scott, you're really bringing them in, and we have a lot of lurkers. I'm up to 36. Wow. All righty.
Cool. Hey, Pixie.
So,
So yeah, you wanted me to talk about me a little bit.
yeah,
I
because you
haven't
haven't
done
been
it.
on my channel in almost a year. And I have
I
new
haven't
people
done
on
it.
too.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time, but it's still there. It's just the energy's got to be there as far as
Mm-hmm.
channeling information
Yep, I get that.
from the universe. It just you just tap into a source that I feel is there, and you just kind of repeat what you feel. It's not like it's a ticker tape or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I sometimes the extraterrestrial sources will
Speaking of,
be
Scott has
able.
created his own deck. Are these still for sale, for purchase?
I have plenty of those left.
Okay.
I'm out of tarot.
Here, let me just put this on here. So as you're talking, Scott has created an extraterrestrial universe oracle all on his own. These are all his cards. And Scott has also created the Farmer's Tarot based on images from his farm growing up. So
A lot of the farm, yeah.
Yep. So that little bit of a plug there. I want to share that with everybody.
There was a automatic writing I did. I could tell. I did it with the 9 Candles with Nancy Jean did it.
Okay.
And I was on her channel, and the information for that night, I did a quick, like an automatic writing, like write down what source is telling you, and it was, the essence was about how much conflict's going on in the planet right now.
Yeah.
Ukraine,
on every level.
Palestine and Israel, everywhere. And this is what it said. Our listeners here have their earthly experience generally better than most souls on the planet at this time. So it's like the people that listen. This is what it meant. The people that are listening will have a better experience than others.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the souls that are listening to this on the planet Earth right now have it better. So take heart of the gratitude that you receive. This conflict is not of heart and soul, but a belief of others that may or may not exist. Pushing another to do things not appropriate to a soul's existence. Pray for those who have taken the challenge to face pain and suffering, and because they are the ones that are truly going to expand Earth's consciousness and spirit. Love, light, and eternal growth. So those souls that are passing and these conflicts are taking on a huge soul.
Still makes it hard, though.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to feel it in the pain and suffering and, it's going on. But these souls that are leaving have a higher contract that we don't even realize. To help the Earth's consciousness, the love light of that energy. Oh God, there was a second page too.
And now these are from your ET guys, or just your whole spirit?
Just the source that I was getting.
Of course. Okay.
Okay, that was the second half. I'm sorry, but the first half said, "As we depart on a journey of growth and exploration, the angels and guides want to implore you to seek guidance from within your spirit and soul's residence. Souls of other 3D physical beings comes to us for life experiences to make us better and earthly beings. Forget and forgive the earthly ones that do you wrong. The experience is not worth the heartache. Since you are an entity of spirit consciousness and cannot die, tragedy happens constantly on this planet. And know that it's not your fault from your own. Unevolved souls are here to challenge us and expand our minds. The conflict is not meant to hurt you, but to grow you. So those are two things that I was getting. Oh. You're muted.
I was typing and I didn't want to be rude. I didn't
Oh.
mean that. No, I'm just saying that I know it's got to be difficult for people to understand, those kinds of messages sometimes because coming there's those on different spiritual levels and realms that don't have the same type of human emotions like empathy or they're just very much I don't say necessarily robotic but just a very black and white, well, this is this and this is that, and there's really no um and I say not all of them, but there are some who this is how they kind of just see things as in black and white, and they don't feel as deeply or as profoundly, I think, as humans do.
Yeah,
Because I know you've talked about races like that when you've talked about different ETs, and there's some that are more of a I'm not saying robotic, but more of a, well, I'll let you explain because I know I'm not going to put it in the right words because you're more.
I guess it depends where you're going with this.
Well, I'm just saying because I know some people say there are some that are more like when they do, what how they interact with people. The ones that in the past that had done that have taken people and have done studies. They have.
So,
I'm
like,
trying to
what I think,
put it nicely, but having.
So, like these, what I sense is like these small grays are like synthetic beings,
Less feeling.
created, but they have souls, but they're non-emotional, so that they're just on a mission to do a job, which would be possibly to either interact with a human or in the past abduct. I don't think that happens anymore. I think it's all being taken for growth of that person because they're part of that soul family, to expand their mind, to become telepathic and just more evolved on this earthly existence. I can only see, maybe 5 different beings in my mind, but there is a lot more, of course. I'm just only connected to about 5, like the Acturians and Andromedan, Palladian.
Hadarian. I'm learning about Hadarians.
There's a few that
people don't know.
They just call me they're hybrids, and one actually looks animal like. So they're like muscular, but they got like a bull, like a cow.
Kind of like a minotaur.
It's like a bull human. Like a minotaur. And it actually has like a what do you call it? A Jack Sparrow mustache.
That's so cool. I dreamt about Jack Sparrow last night.
It's really weird.
It's funny that you say that.
They just calls himself a hybrid. He wouldn't tell me what kind of species, whatever. He just said, "I'm a hybrid."
And the reptilians, yeah.
So I see the reptilians. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
There's some
videos.
There's some that just quick. There's some that look like they're aquatic. So they have like fins. I see fins, and behind their ears there's gills. There's like a 3.
The Baltic Sea ones, I believe.
There's a fin straight up, and then 2 smaller type of things here, and this kind of like web feet, almost complete webbed. What I see, they look kind of scalish, but generally more dark, like almost black. Some look to me like they're aquamarine, but yeah, that's just not the cowboy, pretty much.
I I see, Geek, you still have your sense of humor. I love it. Really quick, Ginger Face said that as she was waking from a migraine, I was surrounded by bluish beings that were almost fluid in form. They were beautiful, and a smaller one was peeking at me from behind one of them.
Oh,
So either
neato.
that's Fae, or that could be
Um,
possibly celestial. Celestial,
I can't
extraterrestrial.
remember their name, but it starts with an A. That's all I'm getting is like those beings start with an A.
Not the Arcturians.
No,
Are
avian.
these
I
more
think they're avian.
earthbound?
I think avian.
Avian?
Yeah.
Okay. I think they're referred to not the yeah, I think they are. Yes. Okay. Now there was Amanda Carroll said, I've been told I have hybrid children. So yeah, there are other readers like I don't know if you ever heard of
Mm.
Tanis Coughlin. She's a member of the Galactic
Right.
Foundation or Federation that works with the UN. I don't know if you have any connections to like she does with that. Also, Dr.
I
Gail
don't
King.
know. Some of
Dr.
that
Gail.
some of that stuff is out there because I don't sense there's an actual galactic council.
Okay.
There is a council, right? I see,
Mhm.
but they don't call themselves a galactic council or anything like that. Or there's like groups, groups
Mhm.
of beings that help for certain things. There's not a galactic council because you can't. Okay, let's say you're in a group setting and you're a reader and you have 12 people in a room. You can't galactically um, channel these 12 beings at once to give an information, right? So
Mhm.
let's say you're trying to Galactic Federation or whatever, trying to
Mhm.
channel information. It doesn't work that way. You can only do one being at a time or a source entity at a time.
But can that be different from person to person? That may not necessarily be how you connect, but for another person, that's their connection to that group of terrestrial beings. You know how we all like will sometimes will channel the same individual or we'll do this read the same cards, but yet we might get different messages or have different connections. So is that quite possible as
I think
well?
it's
It's
a,
just
I think
your
it's
cards
an,
are different.
I think it's an expanded message. Like you're getting the same thing, but it's an expanded message from that source. This is just what my guides say. I honestly I don't believe in the Galactic Council thing. And
Okay.
when people say they're channeling, I won't even watch it because because my guides are me like this is nonsense. Don't even watch it. So
Well,
I think
that's what makes our community unique. You know, we all come from, different beliefs and who we, connect with spiritually and so yeah, I think everyone's going to have a different experience, a different perspectives.
go back.
All are valid and Cosmic Orphan says here, I have green eyes, a negative RH factor and the third leg. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
boy. Hey, why don't you? I want to tap into Amanda Carroll's question.
Okay, yep.
She
Let's see.
asked about her having
The hybrid.
hybrid children.
Yeah, let me see if I could jump back up. I
So
thought I had.
if you want to throw questions, I just want to tap into it and see what the guides say.
Yeah, we'll just let this flow. I'm trying to find it because the chat is jumping. We have 40 some people. I've never had that many people in a on a live. So
Amanda
I
Carroll.
think I lost it though, but Amanda Carroll had said that she was told, I believe, Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong, that she had hybrid children. And she just wanted to know if there was anything um, that was true about that. And she says, yes, cool. I would love to know more.
Um, I'm kind of automatic in writing, so I don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, Patricia, I starred that comment. That's very interesting. I will share that with
okay. You
everybody.
want to toss cards on it, or you just do that? Whatever. It doesn't
Oh
matter.
no, I can toss cards.
Okay. this is what I'm getting, Amanda. I'm getting you have 5 hybrid children. There are three different species.
Oh my goodness.
Two of the same. I'm getting they're in the Andromeda galaxy. Most of them are Andromedan. One Palladian, another Arcturian, but 2 of them are Andromedan. So they're all on the same planet. There's a surrogate mother taking care of them. I think you would know when this happened, when you had weird experiences. I'm thinking like 25 years old or so, your eggs were taken. So about your mid-20s, it feels like you had some weird experiences where you can relate back to when this experience happened, when your eggs were taken. You can think back to a time that you may have been going through a difficult time. I don't know if you're divorced or whatever, but it just feels like there was a difficult time. You had some weird experiences, and that's when it happened. It feels like mid-20s.
I used your card, Scott, and I got both a female and a male ancestor. So could this possibly be possibly the ones that she gave her children to, and they're the ones that are raising them?
Well, there's got to be a donor.
Well, but I've heard stories where after they take a human, and if they do remove the women's eggs, they give it to another, family to raise, in there. So I was thinking that might have been what that was, what those
Well, I
cards
was
were.
getting a female that's raising them. That could have been the donor, or I mean the host or whatever.
And it says here, if you don't listen, you can't resonate. So maybe meditating, maybe going in deep, Amanda, and intentionally putting the intention out there that you want to maybe communicate or have them show you in some way. Because I did get DNA, cellular and DNA memory.
Yeah, you're a star.
So you definitely,
You're a
yes.
star child. Yeah, connected. I don't sense it's the like a bad type entity.
Yeah, because the thought of being taken without one's permission and
No, I
having.
don't think it was without permission. I think your soul gave permission, that kind of thing.
So let me see if there's anything else. Okay, and we have another question. Miss Ginger Faye, may I know more about the fluid beings that visited me?
Fluid.
Yeah, the ones of the blue light she was just
Oh, that
sharing.
we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, Amanda, I'm going to star that comment,
The
and I'll share
blue
that.
fluid.
And Hershey, I hope I've never lost pieces to you.
Yeah. I like to write down because it helps me concentrate on. Morning, Flora.
Hello, Flora.
No more about
from Australia.
Ginger. Again, it feels like these are like your ancestors, your soul family from above, your extraterrestrial family. It feels again like you were having a tough time at this certain time when you were being visited. They were there to help you get over it and expand your mind and grow, sending love. So it's just like bringing down energy that you need to recuperate. And they're expanding your mind and soul to help your body and soul to get better at this time. It feels like a healing thing. Well, I'm getting it. It's a healing thing.
Okay, so I got Ringmaster of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision. So there's the clear vision. I feel like Ginger, you already know on a certain level who these beings are. It's like a I don't know if it's necessarily a fate memory, but if you sit with the energy and when you saw them and you remember them, I think there will be a resonance with them. I did get the Shadow Queen, and this is about acquiring knowledge and not to feel fear or insecure about this visit. I think they're letting you know that they are there. You're acquiring knowledge of their presence. I also got the spiral dancer. It's circuitous root, which means that they've been coming around for a while now. They're within your periphery, they're within your spiritual circle. And I also have perception. So now you're opening up more, you're seeing them. And this is so cool, Ginger. You said they were like fluid beings. This is a very fluid picture. I love this. The Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance and higher knowing. So again, there is, the higher knowing, your guidance. You know that they're there now. You've had this knowing, and maybe start maybe journaling or tapping into them and asking them what their messages are for you.
Miss Tarot D had a question there.
Yeah, and I'm going to star that Miss Tarot D for a second, but I wanted to share. Let's see, Patricia, just really quickly. Patricia had shared at 68, I answered on a science test that Uranus had rings. My science teacher marked my answer incorrect. In 77, it was found that. So yeah, I had to share.
Isn't that crazy?
Very cool, Patricia.
Didn't they just find that out? Oh, in 77 they found out.
77, yeah. And then Amanda said that I had a reading as a kid at the Berkeley Second Institute, and they said you're a baby making machine. Oh, to me that makes me uncomfortable just knowing that they're coming and taking, and I don't know. For me, that still doesn't quite sit well energetic with me. But maybe as I get a little bit older, it might. But as long as there was no fear behind it, and you don't feel like you were violated.
How many children in the 3D life, Amanda?
She's got one.
Just one?
She mentioned, yeah.
Yeah,
a beautiful daughter. Yes.
Baby making in a different way.
I have a beautiful child here. Her name is Maggie. So what does Miss Tarot D say? Do ETs also have spirit guides? Well, Scott's the perfect one to ask. Or are spirit guides really ETs that speak to us telepathically? I don't think all of our spirit guides are. There's different, there's, I don't think, like, angels are separate. ETs are separate. We have elementals on Earth that are separate. I don't think every single spirit guide is all extraterrestrial based. At least that's how I feel.
Okay. So what I'm getting here, do ETs have spirit guides? It depends how evolved they are. So you want to finish that one? Go back to the other one yet.
Yeah, I just wanted to share the little joke that Stephen had shared. Oh. So there we go.
Okay. So if they've done their work, and evolved to a certain point, a spirit guide is not needed because they already have that growth and don't need to learn anymore. So I'm getting like the unevolved ones that do have guides to help them along, because they don't have that evolved vibrational spirit. Because like to even fly the spacecraft, a UFO, you need to be tapped in the universe and in perfection. So it's like that's their pilot training, because they have to connect to the spaceship and they control it by their mind. And they have to have full universal connection to do that. So those types would not have guides. Or are our spirit guides really ETs? Then again, to be a spirit guide, you have to be in spirit. You can channel and get connections from a living extraterrestrial, but I don't believe they're guides unless they are coming from an extraterrestrial form and chose to be a guide in this time as an extraterrestrial being that evolved. So in a sense, they'd almost be like an ascended master. So if they have an ET guide, basically you got the top gem, because they have life experience and they are
Mm.
evolved enough to be very good. And so those type of people that do have an ET guide would be one of the top psychics you would want to talk to, because they are connected big time. Their vibration is high, super high. To be even connected to one like that, you
Mm.
have to have your own vibrations very high. You have to be in your love and light, and not. It's like with any person, really. You evolve by being in love and light more. Staying in unconditional love. If you're an angry person or you're pissy at people all the time, it brings your vibration down, and you're not going to connect as well. So, yeah, and in those senses, it's different.
Says thank you. Interesting and thoughtful answer. Appreciate it. And Miss Tarot D, I went ahead and pulled some cards from my new guiding path, light path tarot deck, and it's really interesting with your question about the guides, and uh, for them it's all about fulfillment. Here, let me just put this. I love the artwork on these cards. This is about fulfillment. And it's just this beautiful river, and we all flow. There's like a balance here. This whole reading's all about balance, because you see, like, you have the two yin and yang, you have the balance, all flowing from the one source. I have equanimity, which everything is all equal. Your guides, whether they're ET or they're of a Fey realm, or if they are an ancestral realm, whatever guide they are, there's a beautiful equanimity on the other side, in these different dimensions that come and work with each other. I also have impermanence. So again, another, like, almost like a yin yang shape here. And the impermanences, they come and go in our lives when we need them. Sometimes they're here for a short period of time. Sometimes they're here for a long time, and they come and they go. But it's impermanent. It's always changing. And again, another balance card with the yin and the yang. And even though this says three faces of God, for me this feels very like the tree, the world tree. We're all part of source, the main trunk. Then we have all these beautiful branches that are different guides, whether they're extraterrestrial, whether they're elemental, whether they're family, angelic, and that beautiful eye, helping us see through that third eye and guiding us through that. So yeah, we have all different types of guides from all different, and some connect more than others, and different times in our lives when we most need it. And we have another individual. Hello, Steve McG. Okay, McG.
Hello,
And
Steve.
new to me, and says here, when I was 17, walking home a road I've walked for years, suddenly I was not where I thought I was. Looked pretty much the same, but felt different. Under a tree was a portal door, and so this is a part one. And so he's writing more.
Let's
Um,
see, Steve.
And really quick too, hello Diana, good to see you, hon. Oil Painter has joined us. And hopefully we'll be having a class this Monday. I miss hanging out with you ladies on Monday. Hello Carol, welcome, welcome, good to see
Hi,
you. So we're
Carol.
just waiting for, is there anything that you're starting to pick up on a little, because I know this is like things that we used to read on together for the mysteries,
Yeah.
that energy portals open up in different locations, and it's like a different timeline, a different dimension. It's just be helpful to I hope you're
I'm,
still writing, Steve.
yeah, I'm wondering, Steve, um, if you've seen any beings, because I'm getting kind of under tree branch, a reflection. Okay,
Okay, there we go.
I'm wondering if you've seen anything else.
This is
See, what
fascinating.
I'm getting is kind of a Sasquatch feeling, but it wasn't. There was like an interdimensional being there, but it wasn't a Sasquatch. It was similar, and that door was opening for the Sasquatch or this being to go in and out, and you got trapped into that while this door was opening, because
Hmm.
Bigfoots are interdimensional. they can pop in and out, and there's this portal they use. And I think you were in that energy of that portal being used at that time, and it wasn't meant for you, but you were allowed to see it. So it's a pretty cool experience to be part of. I can't tell what this being is because I asked my guys, is this a Sasquatch? And they're like, no, but it's close. So I'm not sure what it is. You know, kind of like that story I was telling you about the Beast of Bay Road that we read about.
Yes, you were going to go explore it.
I never did go explore, but I was trying to get a hold of the guy that lives in that place via email, but I couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, a Beast of Bay Road that is there but doesn't hurt people, but pops in and out. It's similar
Scares the
to
hell
that.
out of people, though.
Yeah. I don't think this was a bad, entity there. It's giving me a Sasquatch feeling.
Okay. Well, that
But
was
yeah,
very cool. Thanks for sharing that.
that's pretty cool. So you kind of got trapped. Yeah, I do believe it was like a portal or an energy portal that there you kind of got the edge of it. So it kind of whipped you up into that energy.
Very cool. Now I already put a let her know in the comments that Apple, this is more like a spiritual that we're doing. I don't do politics really on my channel, but if you have anything that's spiritual that you want to ask Scott, anybody in chat who has any possible ET or any paranormal or spiritual questions, feel free to put those into chat. We would be happy to answer those for you. And if you just want to hang out with us, Debsy,
Hi,
my
Debsy.
God, girl, where have you been? Good to see you. Oh, wow. So let's see. But that was really cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
I've
something
had
I
dreams.
something I didn't expect.
Yeah, there was a place that I was at when I was younger with my. Oh no, actually no. I'm going to back it up. I've been wanting to ask this question for a while, Scott, and I'm going to ask you while we're here, and I can share with everybody. Okay, Lalima, I'm going to start that. But when I was younger, I don't know if this was a dream, if this was astral or what, but I was young. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was like I was like sleeping on my mattress, but yet I felt like there was like a slight breeze on me. And when I opened my eyes, there was like almost like a spiral, like going up towards a light, and down and below was dark, and there was something below. And I remember seeing that and just closing my eyes and going back to sleep. Now, was that just a dream or was that astral travel? I've always been very curious about that, Scott.
Oh, you were asking me a question?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking up Dubai quick. Okay, ask me again. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was I was young, and I woke up, and it felt like I was still on my bed, like on my mattress. But when I felt like a cool breeze on my face, and when I opened my eyes, it looked like my bed was like, and I were like moving up this way, like on a curve, like, and there was a light, and then below me there was kind of like a continuing light going down, and the rest was all dark. And I remember just closing my eyes and then going back to sleep. And all these years I've wondered if that was just a dream, if that was an astral travel or what. I don't think I've ever told you about that story or asked you about it in time I've known you.
I don't think it was I don't sense it was anything spectacular.
Okay.
It was kind of like a dream. I don't think it was real. Um, you said you woke up?
I was, it was like I was sleeping 1 minute, and then I felt like there was a breeze, and I remember opening my eyes, and I can see and feel like myself moving up, and it was like going towards this light. And I remember when I went to go look down, like, where am I? And I looked down and I saw that there was like a light behind me, but the rest was kind of like
Yeah.
dark. I kind of like, oh my goodness. And I remember closing my eyes again and then not waking up until the next morning. So I
So
was
yeah,
always
it feels
wondering if
like
that,
that other. It feels similar to that other thing you told me about where I was getting your astral traveling. It feels like you were getting ready to take off or something, but you woke up and you're kind of like in between.
yeah, I was young, so that probably scared me. And that's what that was. Yeah.
Like
I
when
never had that experience.
you have your dream state and you have your
Hmm.
astral traveling state.
Hmm.
So like you were past dream state, getting ready to travel, but you accidentally woke up as you were doing your traveling.
Hmm.
So it felt more like a dreamish, like you caught your soul off guard to where you were going. So
That's what I always thought.
you got a glimpse of what you were actually gonna do, and then you woke up and just disrupted this transmission, this travel.
Mm. Oh my goodness, we got some people coming in. There's Lalima's question, but we've had Linda Sandoval join us. Hello, Linda. Clarence, good to see you. So we have a few more people joining. And Lisa, I will star your question. And Scott, we are at 8:42. I usually is you just let me know how long you want to go. Usually I'm good for about, an hour and a half for a show. And I know you were, well, I don't know if you said you worked today or not, but
No, I had the snow day.
you had the snow day. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, just I was just relaxing today, and then yeah, tomorrow
Okay.
morning is gonna be fun. I didn't do any snow plowing because it just kept going, so it was kind of pointless. So there
Oops.
could be 18 inches or so.
Okay.
Look,
Let me see.
Clarence here. Hi,
Hello,
Clarence
Jerry.
Fields. How you doing?
All righty, boy. That is Heather. Did you get my question, Jesri? I don't know, sweetheart. The chat is jumping really fast. I may not be able to pull cards tonight, just so I can keep up with chat. Okay. Let me see, Jesri. I don't know if I did. Okay, Lisa, you asked two questions, hun. Which one do you let me know which one you want answered? The guides or your dog? Um, so that we can make sure everybody gets anything for Jerry was no Jesri, I don't see it, hun. The chat jump, so if you don't mind putting it back into the one about the dog you want. Okay. Gotcha, my dear. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to put my cards down for most of the night. Wow, 58. Scott, you're
No,
really
you
bringing the crowd tonight.
can. Cool. So yeah, you
Nice,
can
nice.
you can just star quick and then see
Yeah,
what you
but
get.
I can't even see her. Oh, okay, no, Lisa, you want your guides instead. Okay. All right, let me take that. We're actually doing Lalima. So that's that one right
Thanks,
there.
Jeff.
She's just sharing that her dog came to visit her. Oh, that's beautiful, Lisa.
Okay. Was that Loma?
Lalima.
Oh, it's an I. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Lalima. She's
Lalima.
learning how to read as well.
Oh,
She's in
nice.
India.
It's always
She's
great
learning
to
how to
know
read.
people that are connecting to their higher guides and self.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm getting, yes, you do have a connection to Dubai, but it wasn't a good time. So, like, let's say you would go there and draw into a place, because I think you had some bad experiences there. Possibly around 1300 or so. So it's like one of those lives where you need to learn a lesson and you got tormented, you could have been abused, you could have been trafficked, those kind of feelings. It feels really bad. A horrible life. I get you're in that area, like maybe Saudi Arabia or northern Saudi Arabia feeling where you had better lives. Because immediately I felt almost ill when I read this. It gave me that sense of like, ugh, if you do, but you don't want to go back there because it may trigger something and you have horrible feelings, like kind of walking into a gray matter space, and you're just kind of like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. So it feels like a bad memory.
She says, yes, I'm still from the time I went there. I'm stuck on whether I should move there or not.
I mean, it's something you can get over, you know. It just feels like there's a place there that I wouldn't want to be. But it feels like away from there is a better area that's more connectable than Dubai. It's totally up to you. It's nothing that's going to affect you. There just might be some energies that you ain't going to like. You know, it depends if you actually walk into that area where it wasn't a good time. You know, a lot of times with those connections too, you might want to just, you know, it's something that your soul's driven to, and you can to release that bad energy. You know, it doesn't define you, but it's something that's there.
So, Lalima, I'm getting some interesting cards here, hon. I'm not seeing anything scary, but it feels like. So let me just show you what I have. I got the and Scott, if you pull cards, let me know, and I'll put you in the big scene that you can show the cards. I have the upward path. So for me, this feels like this is going. It's going up and back. So it does feel like it's a past life. But in this life here, also thinking about moving forward. Think of like the tree as this memory. I know you think you're considering going back there, but you're not sure. But maybe starting to work with what is causing you to this past life memory, and maybe seeing if you can work through it, do shadow work with it. I also got the fulfillment card again. So for the fulfillment, that is for me acknowledging that yes, you did have a negative experience in this past life. And I also got the beyond emotions cards. So it's a very emotional gut response for you for to this place from this past life. But I pulled from my other tarot, and I did get. I think if you move through this, I did get material happiness. So that emotional well-being, things will be released, things will be flowing. I got also the Princess of Pentacles, and I feel like this is you. This is you kind of looking at that and taking a look, saying, okay, how can I dissect this? How can I study it? How can I learn from it and move on from it? Because I also got the Hangman, which of course is looking at things from a different perspective. And I think perhaps that once you do that and you move beyond those emotions, you will have that release, and that will make things maybe a little bit more clear for you if that's where you want to move forward when you don't have that emotional baggage from the past life left behind. So, do you have cards, Scott? I saw that you
Yeah, I
were.
tossed a couple of cards on
Sure.
what I was sensing, and I am getting a struggle. So the first one's the Five of Coins, the Five of Ariel, and that's about you needn't go through your current situation and challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts creating self-fulfilling prophecies. So the Five of Ariel is, you know, Five of Coins is lack of substance, lack of funding, you know, a lack of physical health. And then next comes Five of Raphael, which is the Five of Swords. That's everything happens for a reason. Release regrets, embrace the opportunities for happiness, and search for the silver lining. But the last one is the Page of Gabriel, and that's optimism, and that's follow your passions. You're ready for the challenges and opportunities and adventure. So with these two fives coming in, it does feel like there is some kind of negative energy and negative feelings and ill will there, but it really doesn't matter if you release it. That Page of Gabriel is there for you to follow your passions in this life. Oh, that's it.
All right. Thank you, Scott. Hopefully that will help Lalima. She said, yes, thank you for clarity. I'm preparing to give the exam internally. I feel in the process I will figure out somewhere else to go, like a path. Learn a lot in the process of this year. Do, but yeah, that path. The cards are really showing pathways. Yes. She says, "Thank you so much. You are welcome, my dear." Let's see. Okay, Kathy, I see.
Like I said, it kind of, with my senses, it felt a better place is away from Dubai, but really it doesn't matter because your opportunities are there wherever you want in this lifetime.
Okay, so next up is Lisa. She wants to know if she has any messages from her guides. Music, we're doing, mainly, well, we're the focus is usually with Scott is with spiritual, but it can be, question any question, except I really don't do health. I'm not a doctor. I'm really legal, third party. I don't like tapping in or, really reading into other people's energies without their permission. And I know Scott's really great at politics. So if you have any political questions for Scott, please make sure you check out his channel on Sundays,
Yeah,
10:30.
you do it.
Um,
Do
in
it.
on Eastern Standard Time, where he reads politics with Nancy Jean.
Lisa Foster.
Okay, gotcha. Music. And Lalima said, "I do feel that too, and I will figure out a better place soon." Good luck, Lalima. Oh, thank you, music. She just subbed to Scott's channel. Thank you.
Thanks. Did you? I'm. You're like an animal whisperer or something there, but there's a yellow cat coming in here. So I don't know if you remember a yellow cat that you had that passed away, but this it was I think it was a male.
Oh, you're getting a reaction from her. So yeah, I think you're onto something. Yes, peaches, she said.
They're just peaches. Okay. It just says you're following the right path. You have no problems what you're doing. Show me like a bunny hop or something. Reach. There's more outreach you can do. There's something about kind of lost. I'm not usually a animal whisperer. I'll throw some cards, but it's saying you're doing what you're doing correctly. But there's a little more outreach you can do to connect more, but but this cat looks like a bunny almost. It's like it may have bounced or something, bounced around. Oh, female? Maybe it was me female. Because I was kind of like feeling wrong.
Yeah,
Don't want any more cats. I have money and cats. I have okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to have cats, but yeah, there's this. But anyways, this cat is showing me like maybe springing because it kind of looks like a bunny. Maybe she was skittish or something, but she's there, and there's something about a little more outreach you can do to make more money, but you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'll grab the cards, see what else.
Okay. You want me to go ahead and
yeah, go ahead.
Cards with her? Okay.
Days with us. Aw, Amanda Carroll had a yellow cat, Albert.
Oh, he was at least 20.
They both
said, yeah, I'm full. Yeah.
Well, whose cat? Either of those cats bounced around like a bunny?
Like a Tigger.
I just took one to the vet to get fixed today that hops around like a bunny rabbit. so weird while I was getting the bunny hop. Well, I think it's just a connection or showing that they're there because I was being shown this cat that hops around like a bunny. It's all connected.
Okay, so Lisa, I got the first card out was the Alchemist of Pain. And you've been through a lot of pain. Here, let me just take this down for a second. With everything that you've been going through with your babies. I know I'm a fur mom. I've lost, more. And I keep saying I'm not going to take in anymore. And what do? They find me and I take them in. So this card is like the Alchemist of Pain. You've been through the suffering. Now you need to move out of. I also got the Keeper of Silence. So maybe start expressing your grief more. I also got the Story Keeper, and for me, this feels like it's about for you in this question, especially with the kitty or with anything else that's going on in your life, is to maybe start journaling. Maybe writing stories about this just came in my head. Maybe writing stories about the babies that you have lost. Create like almost like a children's story with them. Kind of like helps you keep their memory alive and makes you feel like they're a little bit still more with you. And you know that they're still with you. They never go anywhere. They're always with us until they reincarnate and they come back to us as another animal. But I did get a card that I haven't really gotten yet in this deck. And I just want to take a quick look at it. It says Keeper of Silence. And so it's about actually it's about discretion. Um, being careful who you share certain information with. So right now, maybe there's some heartache that you're going through, some pain, whatever it is. It's actually talking about discretion. Um, and wow, this is a different poetry, dreaming. So there comes with the book. And it's so interesting. Should you not be fostering new fledgling life right now, the Keeper of Silence also serves as a guide for discernment. So just really watching what you share with others, especially when it's very personal, very painful, and maybe in a way to help you process through that pain, um, to journal, to write, to express that grief, because we know not everybody, that we share stories to are going to be as kind. So it's just a reminder of discretion. It's like people that are in your inner circle that you are very comfortable with, that that you can trust. But there may be some people, if you're not too sure, just remember certain things, just keeping yourself and to release it and process it. It's a wonderful way of journaling and writing things down, to get those emotions out. I hope that helped, hon. I'm going to give you over to Scott and see what his cards were.
Your cards are confusing me.
Well, different aspects for one person. We're multifaceted, Scott. So different messages will come maybe through different
Yeah,
readers.
it's just that it isn't flowing. Maybe because I know Lisa around, but okay. I have the Judgment card along with the Tower and the Ace of Cups. Usually these cards don't come together, which is part of the confusion part. So Judgment is usually like a spiritual awakening, rebirthing, and next to the Tower, which is usually an upheaval, a ruining, disgrace, lost plans. It's a breakdown. So, and then the Ace of Cups, you have plenty of love and support. It can be beginnings and birth too. But this is in your current state. So it's like you're having trouble with your creative side to make things work the way you want them. Because you're placing like a lot of expectations on yourself that you don't need to be. So next I have the Seven of Cups. It's your wishful thinking, what you're dreaming of, your fantasies, and then the world and 10 of Pentacles. It feels like you're trying too hard. The Seven of Cups is, it's the delusions card, what you're dreaming of, but the world is at your side, and here, the Ten of Pentacles is all about wealth and happiness, and you're settled. So it's coming. This is moving forward position here. But it feels like with the Seven of Cups, you're trying too hard, or reaching too high for your goals or whatever. Just take what, it can be manifesting too a little bit. Seven of Cups is dreaming it. That feels more relevant. Seven of Cups can be your dreaming card too. Reaching your goals that way. And then the end, I have the 10 of Cups. That's the happy family. That's your completion. Next to Justice, which is law and order. So it's all being balanced. Ace of Pentacles is a very good card. It's prosperity, it's security, a new position and job. And then the Page of Cups is a romantic offer. So I think it feels like you're going about things a little bit too wrong, because it still shows that you're coming into what you need to come into, your happiness. Because I had a lot of 10s here in the world. That's all about completion and getting things done. It just feels like you need to redirect your thought process, how to manifest, how to get where you want to be. It doesn't have to be winning the lottery or anything like that.
That would be nice.
It's for everyone, right? But it's just about being secure and having a happy family. So according to these cards, you're going to be financially stable. You're going to have a partner, a romantic visitor. You're going to have prosperity, a new job. So in the current, like I said, the current is judgment in a tower and a rebirth. That's your current. So, take. I think one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people do is not take what you have as grateful, and just piss and moan about, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. If you belt, Steve said he's selling the winning lottery.
He likes to say that, but I just don't know when they'll hit. So, what good are you, Steven? What good are you?
We all get in a better place when we're happy for what we got. We have a roof over our head. We have enough money to get by, or whatever the case may be. But when we settle down and be grateful and be in that love space, things flow better. And then you can start asking the universe, okay, I want a new position. Show me a new position, or show me, more clients. If you're a dog walker or whatever you're doing, Lisa, give me more clients. It helps to be in that better vibration and happier to get you where you want to be. When you're in a down spout or in a tower moment, nothing's going to come your way until you break out of that tower. That's what it feels like with that reading. It was kind of confusing where the cards were leading me, but I think I finally figured out when I talked myself through it.
Nice. And really quick too, Lisa, at the bottom of the deck, I just went ahead and looked, and I got Medicine Woman. And it's so beautiful because she's surrounded by animals. There's the bear, mother loving energy. They come around you. They know that you love them, that you take care of them, that you provide for them. So for me, that's another beautiful validation of the light that you put out for animals, that you are, like Scott said, an animal whisperer. The animals come to you, they connect with you. And I keep seeing, every time I look at that story keeper, I keep seeing like a book of fun little animal stories, of funny stories of what your pets and animals, or even the wildlife, do around your place, and maybe just writing them down and maybe reading them to others and sharing them. and bringing people's spirits up using these stories and stuff to as like a memorial for them. So all right, Pixie Dust, hello my dear. The questions are closed for this evening. We still have 7 more to go. Lisa, you are so much welcome, but feel free. I can't even talk. Feel free to stay and hang out because a lot of these personal readings resonate for a lot of people on a collective. So from earlier, KK, I saw a huge blue orb about as tall as me pass in between myself and another girl at my horse boarding facility about a year ago. I'm wondering if it was Archangel Michael or something else. See, now me, I would automatically go to Michael because he's my dude, but
No, I don't believe archangels come down as orbs or energy. They're there for us to send energy. Only guides, ghosts, extraterrestrials would do something like that. It's any kind of orb is energy, but if it's tall, that's a being. It actually feels more extraterrestrial to me, like one that's hanging around that popped out of its universe briefly, and then like, oops, I'm being seen, and then I got to get out of here. Aspects of a soul energy are white orbs. So when they have color, they're a being. Kind of like if you see fairies, they're usually like blue or yellow orbs or little light energies. They're actual beings. Fairies are.
Yeah, we've been seeing those here.
Yeah, I don't believe it was an archangel or anything like that. It feels more like an extraterrestrial to me.
Amanda, oh, not Amanda. I'm sorry, Kari. Are you going to put? Do you have on card, Scott? And I'll put you in the big seat. Or are you?
No, it's good.
No, okay. So I'm going to set that card aside because I'm still learning about that card. Right here. This is what I have from separation to oneness. And this card is about separating the ego from the self and our connection to the universe, that beautiful energy. So for me, this is something very pure from spirit that I'm feeling from my cards that came down. There's this beautiful, I just love this golden light coming down, and it's like right in front of him, guiding him on the path. And then Kari right after it, I got all blue, and you're talking about blue light, and it's about surrender, and there's that beautiful spark of divine light and creation. So for me, this is feeling something, and you got to kind of ask yourself too with the blues as well. Blues are for communication, for intuition, your third eye, and for healing. I feel like this light may even have been. I'm almost kind of like a sensing like an energy that was there in and around to protect, like, that you were there. It was there to protect the stables, the horses, yourself. It's asking you to separate the ego of what we think we might think it is, and to be more open to it. Open up that third eye, getting in the blue and connecting with spirit and with that flame that keeps appearing. It just feels like this is beautiful, pure energy of spirit that was around, maybe even spirit of the land in that area. But I just love how that came out blue, and that's how you were describing that blue light. So those are my cards that I have for you. So I know, wow, isn't that a beautiful card? I mean, all the artwork in this deck is beautiful. But yeah, when you talked about blue
Yeah, it
light
looks
and
like
boom,
the top looks like an energy that's coming from the heavens.
mm-hmm, exactly. And again, to separating the ego from the self and trying to figure out what it, just allow, open that third eye, open your connection to that spirit, whatever that blue ray means to you, with whether it's angels, your spirit, your guides will you will know internally what this is when you're able to maybe sit in meditation and to relax and to breathe and do whatever it is that you get self that you get yourself centered and grounded in, that allows you to open up that third eye and to connect, and even ask them, come in and ask me, who are you? What are you? What is your message? But for me, it was beautiful. And if the horses weren't afraid, then the horses, know that it's a very protective, friendly energy. So very cool. I would love to see something like that. It helped you after. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, hon. Thank you, everybody, for being
Cool.
here this evening. Um, let's see. Okay, so next on our list is Jerry. I haven't seen you in chat. Jerry, are you still here, my dear? Jerry W. Are you still here? I don't have the Tarot Stash phone call to. I don't know if you've seen Gerald. He's got a phone. It's a white courtesy phone, and when he calls people, he pulls up the phone and it jiggles and it rings like a telephone, and it's telling you to pick up the white courtesy phone. Yep, and Jerry's here already, my dear. Message from spirit guides. Actually, I'm going to use my color deck now. That's calling to me. And speaking of Gerald and I will be competing tomorrow in Hershey's scavenger hunt, tarot scavenger hunt. So be sure to join Thomas, Hershey, Gerald, and I as we see who wins and moves on to the next level for tarot scavenger hunt. I got almost all of my decks out here ready for tomorrow. Good night, Miss Tarot D. All righty. Scott's typing.
Yeah, I was just replying to Lynn. Jerry. Okay.
Did I miss a question?
No, she asked a question. They're closed. I just seen it and I wanted to.
Oh, okay. So, Jerry, I have mauve. And it's enjoy clear hearing. So here's we go purple.
Did my response even come up? Oh my God.
What?
Why am I so far behind?
I don't know, I did see that your response.
Well, I'm just saying my comments aren't.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Duh. I'm in starred, not comments, I think.
I do that. So, you love it. That's your color, Jerry. I know, isn't that beautiful? It's like a lilac color. They use a lilac. There is a card called lilac, but they're using lilacs for that's perfectly fine. It's a beautiful purple. Enjoy clear hearing, and again, with the purples, we're getting up into our higher levels, our chakras. So this is purple, not just for purple's a great color for healing, but it's really a beautiful color that helps start to like it says here on the card, opening up our intuition, the area of our third eye, and just taking time to just sit, listen, go out into nature if you can with flowers, breathe in that scent, and allow those scents to help open you up into being able to hear clearly, not just your guides, but your heart, maybe opening up and hearing what other people might be saying. But it feels more like a spiritual on a spiritual level with you and your guides and with your higher self, your inner knowing. I also got brilliance. Discover your sparkle. So when you do that, start tapping in, going into what makes you happy. Find the things that speak to your heart. And I love the next card because it's cherry. Live an extraordinary life, and it's red. Listen to your heart, get grounded, get really rooted. Red is all about passion, connecting with your creative energy, and just going in within, listening to what makes your heart sing, discover what makes you sparkle, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness. And when you get where's that beautiful cherry and that beautiful red, just getting in there and tapping in, saying, okay, these are my passions. How do I want to explore them? How do I want to express myself with them? And those are your cards, my dear. I hope those resonated. And I'm going to give you over to Scott.
Okay. Jerry, I'm in your current situation, I'm showing someone's being deceitful to you. And it's an emperor, which is an authority figure. So a seven of swords being deceitful, four of swords need a little rest, and emperor is in a, some authority figure that's over you. Maybe could be doctor too, but it's some kind of someone's lying to you in this current situation, and you need a little recovery time from it, taking a break. And then I get Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, and Lovers. Knight of Cups is declaration of love. Nine of Wands, defending your own territory. And the Lovers, we know what the Lovers are. There can be some doubt and dilemma of what's going on here. There's attractions there, relationship issues possibly. That Nine of Wands is saying there's something wrong with romance or family or someone you love. But someone's being deceitful with something you love. I'm getting here the High Priestess that you are psychic. You have a choice to make, difficult choices and indecision. I don't think you trust yourself. With the Two of Swords next to High Priestess, I don't think you trust yourself and your own intuition. You're not balanced in your own life enough. With the Five of Wands, there's petty conflicts, bickering, some troubles within. But you have strength at the end here. So you have it. You have the self-healing. You have everything you need. You just got to balance what's going on in your own life and trust your own intuition. I got the Lovers, so it's someone connected deeply with you, and Knight of Cups. So I don't think you trust in your own instincts enough. The High Priestess is telling me you're a psychic woman here. So just be aware of deceit and someone close to you, or someone that's trying to control you with the Emperor. In the past, I had Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. That shows you were part of something really good. Hierophant could be spirit guides. It's the structure. Ace of Wands is that energy, and Queen of Cups is that intuitive one. But something changed lately, so just be aware of some deceit going around you. But you got what it takes.
Yep. All righty. She says, wow, and thank you. And yes, everybody, what Scott was reading, he wanted to come up and say hi. So for people who don't know, this is my Mozzie. This is one of my rescues. He's very heavy. He likes to come and say hi. My mommy's doing her readings, so he will probably be going, yep, daddy's getting food or something. All righty, there you go. Mommy's lap is wonderful until he thinks he's getting something to eat, and then it's boom. Bye, Hershey. Have a good night. Thanks for being here, my dear. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, 9:20. Hoo-ree. All right, just read. Let's see. Did we? Okay, here we go. Try not to go too late.
Glowing orange.
I'll let you handle that one.
Floated over me. Who was pet? This is a past loved one, but to me it feels like there may have been a reflection, because I don't think it was orange, because I'm seeing it was a white. I'm seeing white light, but it feels like reflection, sun, or whatever may have been thinking it was orange, but this is a past loved one showing themselves. I'm not sure who. It was a recent passing. So whenever this happened, whoever passed recently, they were showing themselves. It was a strong energy. Because when you have an orb that big, that is relatively recent. It was like, it feels like within 6 months, but they're not telling me who. If it was a parent or grandparent, friend, but it was someone you knew, and they were showing themselves. Because I'm getting human spirit that recently passed, and it was like a sign. It was like a sign showing you.
Yeah, I got the same with cards, Josry. I got the Five of Cups, which of course is sadness and grief over the passing of a loved one, and that was them letting you know that they were around you. And there's that beautiful star, and it helped give you a sense of hope, a sense of peace, knowing that they were there, they were laying you there. So, yeah.
I two cards I grabbed are Six of
Here,
Swords.
let me
Six
put
of
you on the
Swords.
big screen. There you go.
Six of Swords. We all know that's moving on to better times. Two of Pentacles showing themselves. It's like the ups and downs and the demands of spirit and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny. It's movement. It's it's the life cycles. So that to me that confirms, it's someone that moved on and showed themselves with that karma that life and Wheel of Fortune. We have life and death. We grow and we die. It's the circle of life.
Alrighty.
Yeah, those are just the quick three I pulled.
Thank you. And yes, Linda, thank you for hanging out with us. She just got company. Enjoy your company, my dear.
Good night, Linda.
And thanks for hanging with us. And so let's see. On Star. SB, are you still here?
SV, how's my reassignment?
I usually try to see if somebody is still here, especially if I haven't seen them in chat for a while. Because I still have SB, Kathy Persons, music, and you already got Lynn, right? Or Lynn, if you're still here, about the housing situation. Did you get that one already? You said, Scott?
Oh, we could read on it, but I'm getting they were lying about the housing.
Okay, so
they were mold and whatnot. They just
SB is here. Yes.
They just don't want to pony up the dough. There's got to be a resource to report, housing management people that don't, like health and human services or something. Report them, because Lord knows not everyone has money to take people to court.
Okay, so SVN. Okay, so Lynn, that was Scott. Okay, Scott had addressed. So we are reading for S. So I'm asking the reassignment of the job. How is that working out? So that's how I'm gonna read that.
Reassignment at the job. It feels like with any job, there's going to be changes and learning, but it feels like it's going to be good.
Yes.
The start, it's a learning process. It feels a little complicated at first, but it feels like it's going to work out fine.
Most definitely. So SB, what I got for you, again, Six of Cups, pleasure. The Lover's card, which talks about working with individuals, with others. It's a harmonious relationship. I got the Eight of Pentacles, prudence. You're working hard, you're proving yourself, you're developing your skill, And at the bottom of the deck, I got the star card again. You know, hopes and dreams and goals. Very beautiful. So, yes, my cards are all showing that things are going well. Things are working well with your reassignment. You're very detail oriented with working on those pentacles. You're very determined. You're working your skill. Your new boss sees that. There's that support, that appreciation of working together with the lovers, and you know the pleasure. They're happy with the work that you are doing. You may also be very happy with the people that you're working with. And that star card, just really nice. So I'll give it over to Scott and see what he's got. Hey Scott, what
Yeah,
do you got?
every, yeah, everything's good the way I feel it. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Sun. Those are all great cards. Nine of Pentacles is balance, it's gratitude, it's security. Knight of Wands is moving into a different position. It's passion, it's good times, energy. The Sun is one of the best cards in the deck. It's satisfaction, it's clarity, it's success. And the other three cards I got is the Empress, Seven of Cups, and King of Wands. Born leader, creativity with the Seven of Cups. Empress is abundance. So everything looks good with the change. Thanks, Steven. I don't.
Yep.
Cosmic Orphan.
He's my best. He's my best man.
Am I even subscribed to him?
I don't know. Steven does mostly flip throughs, but he has an incredible collection of cards that he goes and he finds, and he does flip throughs, and he discusses some of them. Really,
I thought I am.
Some really nice jewels that he shares with us that he finds at antique stores and his physical metaphysical shops. So most definitely. And SP, you're welcome. Thank you. Hello, Melody Harmon. I love meeting all these new people, Scott.
Well, I am now. I've seen the name. I didn't know I had a channel. But
yep, he does really cool.
I am now.
And I'm trying to get him to join me on an Allyson on a Friday. Not show his face, but even just, you know, the face behind that really cool, you know, logo that he's got. I mean, he's a good looking guy. I mean, look at this mug. I mean, you know, Steven, nothing to be, you know, not too shabby, my friend. And I'm sure Debbie appreciates us saying that too. So, but yes, Steven is very supportive of me, Allyson, our channel. So now let's see, music.
That's wonderful.
So Kathy or music, are you still here? Let us know. Yeah, you're up to 4K now, Scott, aren't you? With subscribers, you're doing really well.
No, I've actually lost because I don't think I do. I haven't.
Okay.
You know, I was, I think my high was like 9,200.
Oh, really? You got that high?
Yeah. I lost like 500 after I quit or haven't channeled or done. All I've done is lives, and I don't think a lot of people like the lives, so I lost some.
Yeah. But you know, too,
I think it's like at 88 or 87 now. But I don't do that. I don't get that many views though. So, yeah. But whatever.
And Steven did share with me that YouTube goes through on a regular basis and gets rid of, you know, like channels that people no longer use, or you know, there's some like bots that people go out and click on.
I can see, you know, that's happened before with 10 or so, and not hundreds. Unless the bots like my channel, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not stressing.
Me, I'm going up. I'm at now 656.
Cool.
2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah, I just passed 4. 4 years. Okay.
Wonderful.
Kathy Persons.
What, Kat? It's been a while since I've seen you because there's certain shows and channels that I don't frequent as often as I used to. So it's nice seeing familiar faces, older familiar faces. So thanks for being here. Go back to this path of light that everybody loves. And the artwork is, from what I understand, AI generated. But I don't mind, as long as it's not bootleg. I hate bootleg decks, and places that sell them. But there are some incredibly beautiful decks out there that are being created, with AI. And never thought I would own one, but I do now. Oh, okay. So spring. Okay, so
Spring for Kathy.
Kathy, I have subordinate the ego, which again means separating ego, and allowing ourselves more connection to, listening to our own intuition, our own trusting in our own self and our connection to spirit, and how we are part of spirit and spirit is part of us. I love these, like this, the blooming roses. When we let go of the ego and the fear, um, things blossom and open up for us in our life. And I just love how that light's coming down. There's that beautiful blue light again, that beautiful blue light of spirit coming down again. And when you do that, coming into spring, you start doing that more. I get inner freedom. Here, let me just take this down so you can see the card. And it's that beautiful inner freedom. And you get to just be able to walk through that tunnel, walk through that light, and start going towards your true self, your authentic self, that I feel like maybe you're really starting to look for. You know you've been on this path, and the other card I have is beautiful, is wisdom. So looking back, tapping into that wisdom too of your life, looking back and seeing where you have come, the things that you have learned, maybe even starting to share that wisdom, with others. And then on the bottom, I want to pull one more, and I got the beyond emotions again. So working through those emotions, embracing the emotions, the intuition, even the moments where we might have had difficulty, where we might feel like we made past mistakes or judgments, and just to let those emotions go and just let things flow naturally. Divine order, letting go of the ego, embracing that inner freedom and wisdom that comes with that, and just beautifully going with the flow with life and experience all that's coming to you. So those are beautiful energy cards for me for spring. Let's see what you get for Scott.
In the past, you must have had a great life where everything was satisfied. Because I had the Knight of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's like the past just feels awesome to me. Like you had it all, but lately you've been struggling a little bit. So I have the Judgment, Knight of Wands, and Ten of Wands. So there's some kind of burdens going on within self or the energy. Maybe with a little bit of health or something. Judgment can be a spiritual awakening. It's like the Ten of Wands burden here is dragging you down in the current energy. Moving forward, I got the Knight of Pentacles as patience. The Hermit is introspection, meditating, a spirit quest, and then the Empress card, your loving energy, your abundance, reaping what you sow, or reaping your rewards when you do the work. She said health. Okay. In the end, I think things are going to be better. Good to go. Because you're talking about the spring. So you're going to be juggling some finances here, juggling some energy with the Two of Pentacles. 10 of Cups is satisfied, happy relationships. 8 of Pentacles can be health or taking a lot of work to get where you are. 7 of Pentacles is plucking your success. So I think everything's going to turn out fine. It's just going to take some time. Knight of Pentacles was a slow mover to get where you want to be, but it sure looks like tapping into angelic energy and a little bit of a me time to meditate a little bit or just get in your own energy. You don't have to sit there and for a long time, but it just feels like you need to get grounded a little more. But everything feels pretty good coming up. It's just going to take some time.
Yep. Coming up, roses. But yeah, I think a lot of our this year is going to be really good for a lot of us. I'm holding you to what you told me 2 years ago when things were rough with Shan and I when we had moved to this new place, and you were like,
I
I
know.
know you guys want to go. I know you want to get out of New York and you want to go, but you got to wait till 2024, and that's going to be your year. And I'm
I know. I
betting on
remember
that.
that. I remember saying,
Mhm.
I remember feeling 2024 you could move.
You're welcome, Kathy. Thank you. We've got a lot of stuff that's been going on here I haven't shared with you. So yeah, we're ready for that nice push from spirit. I think a lot of us, and I'm just going to jump on this little soapbox for really quick. I really don't like how I've been jumping when I get onto YouTube and YouTube puts some of these videos into my feed. And some of these videos are about people saying, oh, be prepared for this, this energy coming in 2024. It's going to be, and they're like literally almost putting the fear into people intentionally.
I won't.
And
I won't watch anything that pushes any fear.
and I'm just like,
Spirit does not push fear. They give us guidance.
yeah.
They're not going to tell us there's a tornado coming and you better look out or you're going to die. It doesn't work that way. They give us
It's like
They give us
clickbait.
guidance hits. If anyone pushes any kind of fear, I don't watch them. I unsubscribe.
And that's
Oh,
just not just, but not just like readers, but just other like videos in general where, if a news thing
that
will
can be
jump up
too.
somehow, just
Anything
all
like
of
that.
this. And I'm like, no, because, yeah, yeah, I agree, Kathy. I stay away from fear. And Candy, hello. Hi, Scott. I'm not
Hey,
familiar with
Candy.
your co-host. Well, Candy, my name
Is
is
this
Heather.
Heather?
I'm Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts. I do a Friday night show with Allison, Aries Girl Tarot, but she had some company this evening, so she couldn't make it with Scott and I. And I've known Scott for like 2 years now. So Scott was actually the one that introduced me to Allison and encouraged me to get back into reading and starting my channel because when I did follow and did the politics back in the day, I had my Lenormand, and I would put my cards. I would kind of like put my cards in the chat to see if maybe well and then he'll yep, and build my
You're the confidence.
confidence and everything. And so yeah,
I don't know. I
Scott.
think it's been over the last couple of years, maybe 10, 12 times we'd be on the same show. We've
Mm-hmm.
done quite a few mystery reads or whatever, but
Yep. And I'm hoping to bring them back again this year because there's some really cool ones that I've been seeing on the Y files and on some other channels that I've been like jotting down going, oh, I wonder if Scott would want to read on that. I wonder if Scott. So I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice.
yeah,
People are like, no, don't
it's
say
it's
no.
kind of tough when
Yeah.
Andrea and I had read everything we could find for two
Well,
two and a half
there's
years.
some new stuff coming up.
Yeah,
And I was just going to say something, and I know that you got the grandbaby, so that's taking a lot of your time too, Grandpa, the proud grandpa.
well, did I tell you my daughters are having more, right?
No, she's having another one.
Both of them.
Oh my God.
They're due 4 days apart.
Oh, when is that?
June.
June. Oh wow.
June 6th and June 10th due dates. I got 2 more grandbabies coming.
Oh my goodness, more to spoil. So we're going to even see probably less of Scott.
Well, they live an hour away, so
Yeah.
I need a good full day away to pretty much go see them.
Now, music. I asked if you were in chat, honey. I don't know if you're still here.
Your phone lines, well, I should move on.
Yeah, and I'm in the exact same
Lines
spot.
are whether or not I should,
Yeah.
or if I should keep hoping. We want to know what you're talking about, whether it's relationships or job or what.
Maybe just along the lines of whether or not I should move. Yeah. Actually, yeah, music. I don't know if music is even still here. We were up. You're getting the congratulations.
Yay! I'm
Oh my
excited.
goodness.
Well, I'm predicting 2 boys, so
Oh, so we'll see. Two
we'll
girls and
see.
two boys.
I was I was right. I don't think I've ever been wrong with a baby prediction yet.
Yeah. Well, there is a
There was another
gentleman.
one. Well, I predicted my granddaughter, my oldest daughter's first one. And then we were at they had a baby showing or the reveal.
Mm-hmm.
So they were going to go out and they all pop the stringers, whatever,
Yeah,
streamers,
gender reveals.
and all pink came out. And I'm like, yes, I'm right. It's a baby girl, right? Well,
Yeah.
then I found out when we're sitting there eating dinner and whatnot at the party that her cousin, my cousin's daughter, was pregnant. So I looked at her and I'm like, it's a boy. So I went over and got beads and a sticker for boy, and I gave it to grandma, my cousin's wife. And I go, keep this for when Amanda has a baby. And she's like, what's that for? I just think it's a boy. So then when was that? Like a couple months later, I was at a softball tournament and her boyfriend plays ball. And I just happened to see her. I was coming into play. She was leaving. I go, hey, Amanda, how you doing? Da, da, da. Oh, I'm good. Da, da. I am predicting birth.
Yeah,
So,
my mom. Yeah.
so walking away from her, like, and then I remembered. So I ran back and I go, do you know what you're having yet? She goes, yeah, it's a boy. I just go, I knew it.
Nailed it. 50-50, 50-50, chance of getting it right. But yeah,
No, yeah. You got a
my
50
mom was
50.
good too. She could predict, what kind of, male or female. She was really good at doing that. So Scott's like,
It's
so
kind
get
of
some more boy
weird.
beats
It's kind
for
of
those
weird
new
what the kids are
grandbaby.
talking about. My oldest said if they have a son this time, they're probably going to quit. And my youngest goes, I'm having 3. I know it. And I remember when they were teenagers, they asked me, how many kids do you think I'm going to have? And I said 2 and 3. And this is what they forgot all about it, but this is what they're planning on doing.
Okay, so music just popped in. So music, we had looked at your question. I already deleted it, but you said you weren't sure if you should move on or not. But we didn't know if you meant a relationship, if you meant a job, if you meant a
Hey,
physical
Callie.
location. Hey, Callie Healer, how you doing, sweetie? So if we still, Scott, you got a few more minutes for one more.
Sure.
So, music, if you wanted to go and be more specific about what you don't know if you should be moving on from, just go ahead. Yeah, it was a relationship. Okay.
Okay. Do you have a name? Names always help of the person.
Oh, see, I don't do third party, so I'll just pull cards, music on the energy of the relationship. That's just me.
When I see a name, I can tap into their soul energy and feel intentions and that kind of thing.
Well, for me, it's like I don't have permission to go into their energy, so I always
It's out
try
there
to.
it's out there and available. They're just a person.
So for music, I'll tap into your energy.
It's kind of like public people.
Well, public people, yeah, but
reading on politicians.
Yeah. Well, they put themselves out there.
See, there's a connection with music, so it's technically okay. If it's, they're connected, involved. I'm not throwing a hex on them or anything,
Yeah.
Okay.
Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what I got here. Is it okay if I just say C? Yeah,
that's
fine.
C. We'll go with C. Starts with a C.
Okay, so okay, so music, what I got is I feel like you've been working really hard to make a perfect, this card says here, perfect work. And this is the Four of Wands, building a strong foundation, a happy home. But it also feels like, I always look at the Two of Wands. So this is kind of like out there waiting, or, you know, got the world, you know, it feels like this individual can't quite make up their mind whether or not they want to be in this relationship. The card on this one here for this deck says Dominion. He's got the, you know, the world in the hand. He's looking out. To me, the back is, you know, facing away from. And so it's kind of like, you know, they're not quite sure. And again, too, I got the Knight of Pentacles, which is about someone very slow moving, very taking their time, kind of look at everything. And it just kind of feels like things aren't moving the way that you would like them to move. And the card that I have at the bottom is the Seven of Pentacles. And in this deck, it's called Success Unfulfilled. So you're looking at trying to harvest something from this relationship, but it's coming up short. And you're feeling unfulfilled. You don't feel like they're really, you know, wanting to take the relationship seriously, or be maybe more, they might want to, you know, not be, what do I, no strings attached, maybe just more of a, like a fluid relationship. But it feels like you want, this is what you want a solid foundation, you want a home, you want, you know, something that's real, that's committed. And it just feels like from these cards you're not getting that, sweetheart. So I'm going to go and give that over to Scott, see what he's got.
Let go.
Okay, thanks everybody. That was the show tonight. Thanks for coming.
So with any relationship, it's perfectly fine. It's all part of our contracts and learning people and what we want, you know. So I got the High Priestess here, and that's always my soul contract card. But I got the Moon next to it and the Knight of Wands. So that energy into the relationship is an illusion. It's deceptive, but it's part of a soul contract to be together at a certain time to learn. Then I have hard work. This relationship's hard work, does not give and take. Eight of Pentacles, and it's a constant burden with the Ten of Wands. Constant struggle. In the end, I have deceit, the deceitful card, not being honest. Knight of Swords is another hard work card. Manifest or Magician, that's manifesting the right person. It's well, in the end is the Hangman. Hangman is the letting go card. Moving on. You're stuck unless you let go. You can manifest someone better. There's a lot of deceit here, a lot of illusion, a lot of struggles and burdens. But the Hangman and the Magician's telling me manifest someone better and let go. It's just a soul contract.
Wish we had better, you know, but it's good to know. And I think you already know too, music, and that's why you
you wouldn't be asking if you didn't already know.
But
you're just probably hoping that person will change.
Yeah, I've been there myself. You're welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for coming back and letting us read.
But one thing I've learned for all the relationships over this lifetime, they were all a blessing. They were all a learning lesson. You know, whether I broke up with them or they broke up with me, whatever. You know, every single one of them was a blessing to be in.
Scott, really quick, did you address this already? I think with Lynn. Because Lynn Scott was discussing your.
Well, you said there was mold or something in the last question. The last question was something about mold or asking management, and it felt like they weren't gonna fix it. They were just didn't want to fix up the money. Will they find a way to give me notice to move on? So you want to get let out of a lease or something? So your questions are kind of confusing.
Yeah. But I think just basically she's been in a position like me with this place, and trying to get out, and you know, we've got concerns about our lease too, you know. But yeah, Lynn, you know, it's a nightmare. I know what
It's
it's like
hard.
to live in.
Yeah, it's hard to fight them when they got a crappy building and they don't want to fix anything. And
Yep. Welcome to my place. Yeah, Scott, you don't know half of what's been going on in the last couple of months, or at least the year that's been here. A little bit, but the last 2 months. Mm-mm. Um, so everybody, thank you again for joining Scott and I, and Scott's peeps, flooring, tilt, molded walls. Yeah, I would just I know, Lynn, it's hard to move because moving costs so much money. That's why we're still where we're at.
well,
Um,
you cannot deal with mold; it'll kill you.
yeah, that way you can always get a lawyer. There are free legal services in every city, every town, especially with situations like this. That you can always reach out, let them know what your situation is. I had to do that last year, back in December and November, with where I'm at, and
Thanks,
they were
Amanda.
able to give me some free advice. So, and you're, oh, thank you, Amanda. And it was so nice to meet all of Scott's subscribers. Thank you for coming in and spending your evening with us. Much appreciated. And Scott, you still have your Sunday morning show with
Yeah,
Nancy Jean, right?
yeah.
The Sunday. Okay. And tomorrow on Hershey, the Shadow Readers channel, I will be going up against Gerald from Tarot Stash for the next tarot scavenger hunt. So
Hey,
um,
Barbie.
looking forward to that. Hi, Barbie. Yep, we're just ending. It's okay. There will be other shows. Hope to see you again. And other than that, anything else, Scott, you want to add before we sign off and say goodnight?
Nope. Just
Nope.
happy to be here, and I'm
Me
a
too.
happy
Glad to
guy.
have you here.
Got a new
Yes.
car. I got new babies coming.
Yeah.
Life's good.
Got a new ride. So very nice. And Stephen, again, thank you for being the mod with the most. I appreciate all you did tonight. Thank
Steve,
you so
Cosmic
much.
Orphan. Nice to see
And
you.
everyone, check out Stephen's channel. He posts a lot of flip throughs, really some beautiful cards, very interesting cards. He discusses some I think, Stephen, you got some instructional videos as well. You got quite a few videos. And so go check out Scott's channel, Stephen's Cosmic Orphan. And we'll see everybody on the next live. Have a good night. Be safe, be cozy wherever you are with these storms, and
That's all you can do.
all you can do. And we'll see ya. And again, too, don't let these meteorologists put fear into people too. They love doing that. So just breathe,
Well,
relax, prepare,
they're
and
usually
just
wrong
settle
anyway,
in.
but
Yeah.
better safe than sorry on the weather.
Yes. So everybody have a good night.